All right. What is good, people? We are live. It's been a minute. Today I'm going to do a video on the 10 commandments of enrolling clients or to enroll clients, right? And some of these are probably going to be pretty common, but a lot of them are going to be like, interesting. So let me get everything ready here. Whoops. All right. So the first one, this is probably one of the bigger ones. And let me pull up my screen here. It's don't get sold. What does that mean? Don't get sold on the client's BS. Don't get sold on the client's stories, right? They have stories of why they can't do things, of limiting beliefs, all these things. I hear all the time. I actually did listen back to, I don't know how many calls. I've done hundreds and hundreds, and I randomly picked one from like a couple of years ago just to listen to. And it was the same thing that one of my current clients is working on about like clients not having the money or being broke. And they basically got sold on that. Anyway, so I'm going to be releasing something tomorrow where you actually can listen to me break down break down one of the calls, and you can hear me coaching, and you know what to say when someone tells you that they're broke and they don't have any credit, right? What do you do when they say that? You have to have something in place to say instead of just going in circles and telling them to get a job or something else. Anyway, number 10, don't get sold. Very important. You have to hold the frame and be strong. Okay. Number 9, let's see if this thing works. I got to figure a way to not have to click it like this. Okay, this is when you tell people what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. This is a big one too, because a lot of coaches are people pleasers, or they don't want to upset other people. So because of that, they don't tell them the real truth, right? Tell people what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. That when someone has a limiting belief, you call it out, right? You just be real with them and tell them the truth, right? Okay. Let me see. And this ties into this one. Number 8 is be able to challenge them, collide with their limiting beliefs, right? We don't want to challenge them like personally, but we want to challenge their mindsets. We want to challenge their beliefs that don't serve them. And that's what I mean by calling that stuff out. If you don't have that collision with the limiting beliefs, then they don't have the breakthroughs and the shifts, right? Because if they don't have a breakthrough or shift on the call, they're not going to enroll. You have to change the perspective, and they have to realize, oh my God, you're right. I am doing that. I do that. That is preventing me from this and that. Where else is that showing up? Wow, it's this and here. Wow, that's a real problem. Okay. Number 8 is challenge them. Let's see here. Whoops. Number 7 is don't be needy. Don't need the sale, right? And this shows up in so many spots on the call. This is partly why people can't challenge other people too, because I need a sale. I don't want to blow the sale. I can't upset them. And when you bring that kind of neediness energy, it really repels people. There was nothing that kills a call faster than neediness. So you have to come to the call being outcome independent, whether they sign up or they don't sign up. Either way is cool. Our job is to get to the truth, to hold the mirror up for them, and for them to either choose to step into power or to step back into fear. And our job is to show the consequences and how they've been doing that for their whole life. And that's because, they're not where they want to be is because they do those things. So at the end of the call, it's not, do they want to sign up with you or not? It's who do they want to be? Do they want to be the person that, steps into their power and actually commits and goes all in on themselves? Or they just want to be run by fear like they have been running, right? Let me see. Number 6. This is good. This is a good one. Is actually I did it wrong. It's supposed to be I typed it wrong. I was typing it on the thing. It's supposed to be statements into questions. Turn your statements into questions, not sentences. Jeepers creepers. Telling's not selling, they say, right? So instead of telling them all the things, you need to turn those statements into questions so they realize, and they have to make the pictures in their head. Because if you just tell them, they like, yeah, it's bad. There's like no emotional charge to it. Oh yeah, it's horrible. Oh. People tell you, oh my God, I can't live like this, is horrible. But there's no emotional charge. But when you ask them a question, they start thinking, and they're like, They don't have to say anything. You can just feel it, right? And that's where the sense of urgency comes in. Okay. Let's see. Number 5, ditch the script. I don't know how many people I talk to that they're so in love with their scripts. It's like they're looking for this. They think it's magical. They think all these things, and almost everyone I've listened to that has a script, it's like 20 pages long, and their head is in the script. They miss so many things because they're not listening. They think about what they're going to say next, and they have all these questions, all these things, and they give you some juice is right there. They give you everything you need, and you just skip it to the next thing, and you stay on the surface the whole call with all these other things, and you like keep asking the same type of questions because you're not getting anything. Well, you wonder why. Your head's in the script. You're not fully present. So ditch the script, get into a framework, have some ideas and structures, and then know when to go deep and when not to go deep. And then get to, like, you only have to go down a couple rabbit holes. If you go really deep, you can expose the truth and where the pain is. Instead of hitting a million points, going this deep, right? Hit a couple. That's all you need. And get to the truth. Okay. All right. Number 4. You need to get feedback on your calls, right? You have to like have someone that knows what they're doing to give you some constructive feedback of what you're doing good, what you're doing bad, how to overcome things, how to avoid things. Why did this objection come up? You have to have someone that can share that with you. That's what I do. Most of the things I do is do call breakdowns. We break down the call, we listen to it, we dissect it, and we find the language that resonates with you and your customers. Then try to make you sound like me. Like, that's the worst thing. Most people can't pull it off. I'm abrasive. This is how I am. My students don't talk like I do, right? They don't. They do get stronger frames and they have their own way of saying it, but we find their own words and language. They're trying to make them fit into a script, which is horrible. All right. Number 3, listen to your calls. I don't know how many people don't do this. I know I'm in a couple Facebook groups with coaches and consultants, and a lot of these people are getting tons of calls. Some get like 10, 20, 30 calls a month, sometimes more. And they've had calls for 5, 6, 7, 8 months. And guess what? They didn't listen to one of their calls. And they wonder why they're not getting any better. It's mind-blowing. Like, you should probably listen to part of a call every day. At least listen to one call a week and see what you need to do and make changes. I get it, because a lot of them, they come to me, they don't know what to listen for, right? I have a 15 question thing that when you're listening back to your calls, you should ask yourself these 15 questions throughout the call, and it'll help you listen to it, when you help you tune your ears up. If you want that, just comment PDF in the comments and I'll shoot it over to you. All right. Number 2, obviously this, the order is kind of, I should have probably went from 1 to 10, but to listen to your calls, you have to record your calls, right? So that's the most important thing, to record all of your calls, all of them. You have to. I mean, there's no way you're going to get better. I mean, if you record your calls and you listen back to them, that alone will help you a lot, right? You'll realize things. You miss things. Everyone misses things, and especially if you're in a long script, you're going to miss a ton of stuff. People can't believe it when I play it back and they go, "Oh my God, I didn't even realize that. I didn't realize that. I missed that." And then sometimes it's just like, you know what? Like, I had a call like maybe a week and a half ago, and I was like, I said, I would just ask this one question, and she was like, "Oh my God, if I would have asked that question, it would have saved me 30 minutes in the call." And I was like, I know. It's having that feedback, and it's invaluable. And listening back to the calls, you have to do it. If you want to take your business seriously, then do it. If you just listen back to your calls, you're going to improve your enrollment rate. Okay. And then the last one, this is going to be a shocker for a lot of people. People think that, when I ask them, what's the most important thing on your enrollment calls, is to listen really good, to be empathetic, to do all these things that are important, right? But the most important thing that you can do on your enrollment calls is actually give a shit about people, right? Care about people, deeply care about people. Care about them so much that you tell them the truth. right? You tell them the truth, even when it's not pretty, especially when it's not pretty, when it's hard, right? People say, I want to be nice. And they're not being nice. They're hiding behind nice. And they're basically letting their comfort, being in their comfort zone, be more important than helping the client shift. And there's no way in the world you're going to get clients to shift unless you are willing to collide with their ideas, especially their limiting beliefs, and call out their BS. They thank you for it. I have a call. I'm probably going to put it on the site, a breakdown, and the client had her call, and the person was like, "You're the only person who actually tells me, like, holds me accountable, and I appreciate that. No one else does it, and most coaches don't. Some do, but you got to do that. You come from that place of love that you can say anything, right? If you really care about people, I care about people so much, I'm willing to blow up the call if it gets them to shift, right? If they get pissed at me, get mad, screw that guy, but then they go down the street or whatever, they buy from my competitor, whoever, and they actually make a change, then I'm happy, because that's what our job is to do, in my opinion, right? Care about them so much that I don't care if they get mad at me or if I blow the call up, but they have a shift, right? I've had people tell them the truth and they call me back 6 months later and say, you know what, you were right. Everything you said was right. And they were pissed when I told them, hey, you have to do what works for you, right? For me, I live by that. I'm going to tell them the truth all the time. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. Like I said, sometimes when we hold up the mirror, not everyone is going to like what they see, right? And they might take it out on you. You have to understand it's just part of the job. It's part of caring about people. So hold up the mirror, let them see, let them step into their fear or into their greatness. Do everything you can. And that's it. All right, guys, that's it. We're doing a lot more videos coming up. And tomorrow I'm going to do a post. If you want to get access to some me live coaching, giving them like feedback, especially I put together like 10 different 12 clips or something on how to handle when people don't have money, when they're broke, when they don't have credit. You know, that seems to be a common theme people have been asking me. And I got tons of stuff on that, like probably an hour's worth of stuff that is really life-changing. You start using this language and these patterns, and you're gonna see how the double enrollment rate. I'm telling you, listen to these calls. I'll post it tomorrow, and if you want to comment on it, and I'll send it your way. All right. Have a great one, guys. Take it easy.